Let's also talk about the Japan one as well, because we've had the talks that have already started. It seems like there's signs of progress, and actually we've just been hearing from Japan's Prime Minister as well, Ishiba, speaking in Tokyo this morning, saying that he will go to the US at the most appropriate time for talks, and also that there were some frank and constructive discussions. But just talk us through what we're hearing so far.
Yeah, I mean, look, Belle, I think that pretty much the entire world is looking at what is going to happen with these US-Japan talks, the outcome here, because this could ultimately kind of be a template for how the U.S.'s other allies in particular can negotiate some of these trade deals. I mean, I think that what the U.S. has said, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, has said is that one reason why Japan is kind of first to the table here and why they're so keen to make a deal with them is because he says, Japan really kind of was one of the first to raise their hands and say, yes, we want to work with you. I mean, I think, from Japan's perspective, maybe it comes a little bit more along the lines of, well, this is a key ally for us in region, the U.S. and Japan, particularly key military allies in the Asia-Pacific, and they were slapped with not just this 24% reciprocal tariff, but they were also really heavily impacted by those 25% auto tariffs, steel and aluminum tariffs. And so, I mean, they're walking into this saying, there's a pretty big, hefty, levies that Japan is kind of dealing with here. And so, the fact that you've got Trump saying, he attended this meeting on Wednesday, that they're talking through some of these trade negotiations, I think that, whatever ultimately results from this, if they're able to actually accomplish a deal within this 90-day reprieve that they have from those reciprocal tariffs, I think that could potentially, again, kind of form a template for other nations that are particularly close to the United States to say maybe there is a deal here that we can make favorable to us as well. 90 days,
do we have a better sense of how realistic a deal would happen? This is the easiest deal to be made if you think about it, right? So do we get one possibly in the next 90 days?
I mean, I would think that if, you see kind of maybe the vibes from overnight, this is already, a bit of a vibes-based administration, that right now things do seem to be kind of on the upswing for Japan. I mean, if you've got Ishiba talking about going to the United States, it seems like his trade negotiator here, Akazawa, this is somebody that went to the United States with actually very little ministerial experience, was actually saying that he found the experience a bit nerve-wracking. But, I mean, if he's able to go to the United States, it seems like they've had something of a promising outcome here. Maybe they do achieve a deal within the next 90 days. But again, David, I mean, I think that what this kind of shows you is that, for the rest of the world watching this, I mean, this is just one deal in a whole host of negotiations that kind of need to happen. I mean, we're talking about a pretty momentous scale here for, the vast majority of other tariffs that are still kind of to hit the rest of the world.